Cancer, I am Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. So, this week is going to be an extraordinary week for all of us. So, this is not just going to be a general reading, but this is also going to be focused mainly on the harvest moon that will be taking place tomorrow night. So, what would Cancer want to bring forth after everything that you've accumulated and built to present to this world? So, for this reading, it's going to be a 9-card spread. The past, present, and future, and then I'm going to be clarifying with the vampire deck. I'm going to be drawing from a vampire oracle, and then I'm going to be drawing 3 yes or no cards. So let's get going. What do the cards have in store for Cancer? So, for the general card for this week is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so for your past first row, you got the Two of Cups in reversed. It could mean, some kind of breakup or some kind of, disconnection from someone. I mean, it could even be a fire sign that you've disconnected from, because when you look at, the Two of Cups, you see a kind of a sort of a Leonine, a picture right here. Because it's, it's interesting how Leos and Cancers can still become great partnerships, but maybe, you've experienced something or, a disconnection from someone. The Ten of Wands, you feel kind of burdened with something. And then the Two of Swords. Okay, let's break this down. So, from what I've seen from the past for you, Cancer, is that you kind of feel like this kind of disconnection has created a heavy burden, and it's put you in kind of a, in a confused state of saying, well, which way do I go? I mean, it could be, a breakup of some kind. It could be, well, maybe, you've lost some kind of financial problem, or maybe, you're switching jobs, and maybe, this is the part in the past where you said, I'm going to quit this job and I'm going to look for something else. And then in the meantime, you probably think, oh man, but I have so much to do. And now you kind of feel like, or in the past, you much feel like you're undecided about which way to go. Or it could be, the Wands is usually a fire sign. Maybe you have disconnected yourself from a fire person, or it could even be an air person. But if only, in the past, I mean, hopefully it's not still going on in the current state. But, hopefully, if you would just only, take off the blindfolds, if you see the moon, it's sort of watching over you, and hopefully it'll be watching over you on Tuesday in the zodiac sign Pisces. But, and, it's kind of like the sister or brother card, of your sign. All you have to do is just, know that there's, maybe, options if you decide to pursue, climbing up this kind of mountain kind of thing. Or it could be a new opportunity if you just only look and just kind of think, maybe, there's nothing really to think about with this card. Or even, the Two of Cups, it could also be maybe some kind of breakup from, a water sign or something, or maybe, this is pretty much also kind of in the past, and now we're entering into the Pisces new moon. Maybe this kind of, shedding, will past, water parts or something, and now you're just kind of thinking, okay, you feel burdened about something, but yet, with this hard work that you're putting into, you're still going home or wherever it may be, or to this little cottage and stuff like that. So, in the past, more or less, this looks like, there might have been some kind of a breakage of some kind, and you had to kind of work hard, and now you probably feel like you're in a situation of thinking, I feel kind of stuck. But Well, usually, when we're in a state of thinking, oh man, which side do I go? I feel so, well, confused about something. Usually there are hints of signs to look at and to kind of, guide us anyway to say, okay, I want this instead. I want this anyway, because usually, when we think, oh man, should I go right or left? Usually the signs are there to kind of help you out anyway. Okay, well, for the current state, you get the Lovers. Ooh, a Gemini card. But it's also a card of chances and options. You sort of see the angel looking down on these two and just saying, you know, there could be some love or something. Maybe there was a past breakup or something that kind of left you feeling like you're alone, and now in your current state, you might be having new love or something. Because then you have the Fool. You're taking on this, this interesting, chance because, you're pretty much just saying, I'm going to go for it. Or maybe there was a past breakup or something and you're pretty much, starting with new love and you're saying, it could be on social media, on those apps or something that people, that even the human, boy was telling me about these romance apps and how they even work. But I guess they exist. And you're pretty much taking on a chance of opportunity. Oh, but then you get the Eight of Swords. So, from what I get from the, from your, modern times is that, you have options of new love. Okay, but when you think about taking on a chance, make sure it's not going to, restrain you somehow. And make sure it's going to be somebody that really actually cares about you. Or maybe, on this opportunity, that you're taking on, because it's usually, Lovers doesn't per se have to mean love. Could also mean, options, and you're taking on a new option, but make sure it's not going to, tie you up somehow. And we'll make sure, that that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed before you, go on this endeavor. Because for the future, interesting. You get the Queen of Wands, you're going to be in a real confident position. So, whatever this current state is of saying, let's do this thing, just be mindful of making sure that it's not going to restrain you, because if you want to be in the Queen of Wands, the confident card, it's good just to kind of really overthink and make sure, okay, is this really the direction I want to go? Is this the option I want to go? Usually, and because of the Two of Swords, you could still be, thinking, it's always good to be, to overthink those situations rather than just, jumping into the nowhere as a fool. But it's really good to just kind of make sure, whatever, right or left, job, relationship, family, obligations, or any kind of thing, is just make sure, if you want to be the Queen of Wands, she's pretty much just saying, okay, I got here because of the strength that I have. But just with the Two of Swords, don't overthink whatever you want. Because if you want to be the Queen of Swords, make sure you are not restrained. Then we get, the Star in reversed. Yeah, because normally, upright, it means, good, good luck and good fortune and stuff like that. But, when the Star is down, you kind of probably think, it's like, when the moon up or whatever, you probably think, but where's my guide? Usually our intuition is kind of like our guide. So see the Star in reverse is like our intuition. We don't have to constantly be looking up or anywhere, to say, well, which is the right decision. Sometimes just going within and kind of thinking, what exactly do I want? Because normally a lot of people, know what they want. Would they prefer to have a donut or eclair, or would they prefer, to just say, well, I like to have salad instead, stuff like that. Usually we know what we want. Because, with the Star, is, in reverse, meaning, sometimes we have to go within ourselves, to find out what we want, because in the end, you're not going to be getting much help anyway. And just like with the Cancer, the Crab, sometimes, the sensitive, zodiacs, which I admire in many ways, because, there's a lot of really good Cancers out there, really good, strategist, really good, work people. And it's always good to just kind of go within yourself and just kind of, think, just be there for yourself and strategize and just kind of think, okay, what do I want for myself? Because avoid, getting, stuck in this situation. And because once you're stuck, nobody, a lot of people will just think, well, you decided, that was your choice. So, we're not going to help you. So it's always good if you want to be the Queen of Wands, a confident, fire sign, whoever, maybe you have Leo Ascendant or Aries or Sagittarius and stuff like that. But it's always good to kind of just overthink things a little bit extra, just give them maybe a day or two just to kind of rethink everything to say, is this really what I want? Okay, so to clarify, we're going to be using the Vampire deck. So let's see what the clarification cards have for Cancer. Okay, so for the Two of Cups in reverse, oof, Queen of Wands. Queen of Scepters. You have the Queen of Scepters twice now. Yes, it's like you may have had some kind of breakup, or you may have, had some kind of, like problems, but yet, you were confident enough to leave because, that's why, in the second card you have the Ten of Wands. You're pretty much, we're going down the path of solitude alone, and it's a bit more hard work on having to do it alone, but deep down, you had the confidence to leave because, you could, will be the Queen of Wands in the future. So, the Ten of Wands, with the clarification, the Lovers, the second Lovers, yes, options. You took this grand chance of leaving something that really had no value, and, you're pretty much just saying, I want to have something different. So that means I have to put in an extra hard work, but I want to have something different. I want options. I want to be able to just expand something and not just be stuck in one situation or something. Goodness. Two Queen of Wands, two Lovers. Let's find out. For the Two of Swords, you get fortune. Take off that blindfold and turn around because there's going to be some fortune for you. With the Lovers in the current state, you're going to have options because whatever you've left behind, this is going to be a really great time for you. Wow. Yeah, just look behind and just, start climbing that mountain or go over to this other place because whatever it is, it's going to be, granting you a wonderful and great, source of fortune. Ooh. The Lovers, you get the Three of Skulls. Oh my goodness, my goodness. The Three of Pentacles. Because, if you decide to kind of, just not overthink things, but you have options. And so take advantage of this time of rethinking everything, because with options you can get help. So maybe it's best, maybe, sometimes in your current state, it's good to sometimes ask people to say, well, should I pursue this one job or person? And some people might say, oh, no, don't do that. Just, we'll take some time just to kind of, just wait and see what will happen. But with the options card and the Three of Skulls, the Three of Pentacles, that is what, my advice would be, at least at the start of the current state, is just, to sometimes ask for help, because in the future, if you decide to pursue the Eight of Swords and you decided, you're not going to get help because people, will just say, well, you made up your mind, that's your decision. But in your current state, before you even hit the Eight of Swords, it's always good to kind of just overanalyze and strategize and stuff like that. Oh my goodness. With the Fool, the Magician. Interesting, because, it's like when you're taking a leap of faith and you have the Magician pretty much just saying, we're going to be creating something. Because, maybe, this person, this Three of Skulls person is the Magician that's going to say, I'm going to help you create a better future for yourself, Cancer, because, in the past, you may have had some problems, but that's why I'm here. You asked for my help and guidance. I'm going to help you. We're going to create something together. Wow. That's pretty cool. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Queen of Knives. Yes. Whoever this Queen of Knives is, Yeah, if you decide, or, yeah, if you decide to pursue like an air sign or something, you know, this person, might not be your best interest. Because the Queen of Knives is actually a strategic card. But, it's like, well, this person may not have, the best interest for you, Cancer. Because, you kind of see this person, sitting there and waiting for you. So, in your current state, in the center of it all, make sure to actually, you'll see who this magician person is, because, from what I've seen, is that the Three of Skulls and the Lovers, this person could be a really good person, but make sure to actually stick to the magician, and not just think, well, maybe there's something better out there, because there might not be something better. Okay, for the Queen of Wands, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. The Lord of Scepters, the King of Wands, you're going to be in a confident position, because listen to whatever the magician has to say, and just keep analyzing, strategizing, and overthinking something to avoid dealing with this person or whoever it may be. I've seen, water and air signs, and a lot of them seem to be really happy together, but some of them, really are not happy together. So maybe there's an air sign that, that you might, have your eyes on, or they have their eyes on you. But always is kind of just be cautious, because in the future, if you make good decisions, you're going to be in a really strong position. It could even be a fire sign that, that you might even want in your life. Nice. So with the Star reversed, oof. Ooh, the Four of Skulls, the Four of Pentacles. So, yeah, with the Star reversed, you kind of feel at a loss. But yeah, this Four of Pentacles is also just saying, we may be confused and stuff like that, but we still have, a financial stability in our lives. So, just because you pretty much just think, oh, the Star isn't there to guide me, well, you might have a really good bank account, a really good strong bank account, or maybe it might even be an earth sign that will come and help you financially, because maybe, the Star pretty much is saying, is also the same as the Queen of Swords. It's not going to do you any good. So sometimes, even, this Four of Skulls is pretty much just saying, I'm going to be your knight. I'm going to protect you, And you might even have your Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your star chart. So, and they're usually, the stable kind of grounded people, because they're earth signs. So for the last, the Three of Coins reversed. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. The Fool. The Fool came back. Whoever this Fool is, it might not even, okay, avoid taking a leap of faith. Avoid, just saying, oh, we're just going to go out of this willy-nilly. No. Because, it's like, it's good to actually have other people around as a form of support for you, Cancer. Because, whoever this Fool person is, it's not going to do you good, because, it may come out as a wonderful idea, but they're not in it to help you. They might, even be having, some kind of joy of suffering of some kind. So for the general, train of thought is just to say, when you're about to embark on something new, is just make sure that the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed before you go on a limb of the Fool. Because, the Fool is pretty much just saying, let's just do whatever it takes and stuff like that and see what happens. And usually it might not end up as you had hoped. Okay, so I'm going to pull a Vampire Oracle and see what the vampire has to say for you, Cancer. Oof, redemption. Oof. If you look at her, now she's trying to look, she has her hand over her heart, but yet she's looking upward. And the word says absolution, forgiveness, and penance. So, yeah, what this card means is that, she probably took a leap of faith, and now she's been pretty much paying the price for it. You know, she's forgiven herself, but it's good, just to avoid the penance part and just kind of think, okay, we're gonna have to, we're in a crossroads right now, and so it's best just to kind of, yeah, just look back and just make sure everything is organized and stuff like that before you pursue anything. And if it is organized, up to your own, feeling cancer, because then try the leap of faith and see what happens. But if anything were to go wrong, you always have to forgive yourself, and this is for any other zodiac sign. Is if you embark on something and it doesn't work out well, self-forgiveness is important, because nobody knows what the future holds. Okay, so for the final section, I'm going to be pulling 3 yes or no cards. Feel free to pause the video whenever you feel like it. So here we go. Oh, Ace of Wands is a yes card. Second is a Hangman in reverse is a no card. Oof. Judgment reversed, no card. Okay, so that's what I have for Cancer. I want to thank you guys all for supporting my channel. If this reading resonated, please feel free to subscribe, and let's continue on our vampire journey together. In a few days, I'm going to be doing love readings, and just think about tomorrow night's moon to say, what do I want to bring forth into this world? And I already created a video, or my human boy, I was the one that's who voiced it, but just to see what you'd like to harvest this year. So I'm going to leave it at that. I love Cancer. Mwah.